I'll tell you how many suggestions came in, and then you just pick a number, and then I'll say, oh, and I'll tell you what that corresponds to, and then we just go from there.
Good.
And
I
then
haven't had a show for a year, exactly a year.
What? Really?
We couldn't in Greece. We just opened up. A year and a half, we couldn't do anything.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny, a theater I'm working at here in Los Angeles just said, hey, we're coming back. We're going to be doing stand-up shows and then improv shows. And what are your availability? And then just sent an email yesterday, and it was like, sorry, we're not the new variant. So we're just doing stand-up. Like, they're like, we really want to get the improv shows going, but it just, I mean, it's not safe. I sent him a message. I said, hey, I'm going to be out of town, but also I'm not ready to come back yet. Like maybe in a few months, but right now I'm like, I'm staying virtual. I want to see how this pans out, and even do virtual moving forward too. Like I dig it. I dig doing this.
It's weird. Everything feels very weird. Life feels weird. Online feels weird. It's like reality is kind of, I don't know. Is this reality for sure? Are we sure?
Well, I mean, you're right on the money. It's like everything's kind of like very hesitant, and like, are you like even greeting people? It was like, are you a handshaker? Are we fist bumping? Are we nodding? Like, there's nothing normal right now.
I kind of feel like my dog when she sees a bag on the street, like a garbage bag, and she's like, what? I don't know what that is. I've seen it before.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if it's dangerous or not. And she wants to go, but she doesn't really know what to do with it. This is how I feel. And everything is like not normal. But again, it feels kind of normal. I mean, I don't feel normal. Everything else feels normal. It's so weird.
That's the same thing. We're looking at people as like, are they okay? Do they have COVID? Are they vaccinated? Like it is that transition from, are we going back? And then it's like, nope, we're back in lockdown. Are we? Nope. Okay. We're fine. So it is like it's like when you're in a show and you're like, I should edit, and you start to move and you pull back and you're like, I missed the edit. And then you're like, there it is. Like, no, maybe not that. And you're just in the constant state of trying to edit the scene, and you're just afraid of what's happening.
And every time you're like, oh shit, I missed the moment. That was the moment I should have gone out. But now I have to stay in for 5 months again.
That's great. You missed the edit. It's got to be 5 months before you can edit again. All right. So pick a number 1 to 43.
1 to 43. I'll pick my age, 38.
All right, 38. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see, 43, 42, 41, 43, 9, 30. Okay, so this comes from Angela. And our our suggestion is, how can I help you? Thanks, Angela. How can I help you?
Thank you, Angela.
Hi, how can I help you?
Hi.
Hi.
A friend of mine talked to me about you, about your services.
Yeah.
I would like a trainer.
Okay.
That's what you do, right? I'm sorry, I've never done this before. It's kind of weird to be here. I never thought that I would need a trainer for organizing my house. I mean, it's weird, right? I'm an adult.
Sure.
Do you have a lot of people coming in asking for help for like such a normal thing?
Do you want the truth?
Yes.
All the time.
Oh my God, your sense of humor is amazing. You made me like really terrified, and then you relaxed me. It's Good
No,
skill.
it's perfectly fine. And it's, you know what? You are not alone. A lot of people feel this is weird. They're not sure what to do. Like I saw you waiting outside the store for a long time. So you're not the only one. Like, look, you can look out the window now. You see there's a gentleman there that keeps pacing back. Same thing. He'll be, I don't know him, but he'll be in eventually. It's the same thing. But like, let me just get some information and see how I can help you. And think of this like a conversation. Okay. This is just, I'm here to help you. And I'm here to show you the organizer that's inside of you. So I'm not really going to teach you anything. It's already inside of you. So, I guess we just start. What's your name?
Mary.
Mary.
Mary Adams. Mary Adams.
Mary. Okay, Mary Adams.
My
Okay.
middle name is Allison. If you need my middle name, Mary Allison Adams.
Okay, Mary Allison Adams. Oh, thank you for that. We've got 3 Mary Adams in our system.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah, it's a very common name.
Yeah, but Allison, I mean, those are great. Those are 3 really great. Those are 3 first names all strung together.
Well, it's a weird story. My mom, sorry, do you have time to listen to my story? I don't know if it's important or not to tell you about my name. So anyway, I'm gonna say it. So
Okay.
my mom and my dad had a huge fight over my name for a long time. I was like 4 years old when they actually named me. They would jumping around names all the time, and they wanted to see which name I liked. And at some point, I was very frustrated because I couldn't even introduce myself to people. And I was in that age that I needed to start introducing myself. So we were we were in a friend's house in the backyard, and a truck came by. I was just learning letters, and a truck came by, it stopped, and it was what is called the grooming for dogs.
Yeah, like a pet service. Yeah.
Yeah, pet service. And the name was Mary Allison. So I was like, I didn't even read my name. I was like, that's my name. And my parents just laughed and hugged, and they were like, oh, our little girl chose her name. But it was kind of traumatic for me, to be honest. They were very excited, but I was kind of frustrated, and that's how I got my name.
Well,
Yeah.
that's an incredible story. And it seemed like,
Well, it's not that incredible. I mean,
well, it seems like the first 4 years of your life, you weren't sure what your identity was, and things might have been out of control a little bit.
yeah, I think that played a huge part on the problem I have today.
Yeah.
I can't organize my head. So it's like I don't know who I am in my own house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know where should I put this vase? I don't know. I don't know where Mary Allison would want it to be, because I became Mary Allison kind of late,
So I can tell you a little bit about our process.
Yes, please. Thank you.
First, we unclutter your mind, then we unclutter your house.
That sounds very easy.
Well, I mean, we're dealing with decades and decades of clutter. And so for some people it's easy, for some it's a little harder, but I want you to say, we're going to be with you every step of the way.
Does that mean that I have to have people over all the time, to have people in my house all the time?
Well,
for your senses, I mean.
Well, I mean, we do a very intensive, what we call it an inpatient session, where we bring over myself and my whole design team, and we look at what you've got, and we examine your area, and then we put in what we think is based on your input as well. You're along with us on this whole process. And it's not that you have to let people go into your house. You get to let people go into your house. Just that slight change right there.
Okay, I'll put my trust in you, because I heard a lot of good things about you. I feel kind of uncomfortable, but I'll be honest and I'll tell you that I don't really want to do this, but I need to.
Oh, wow. That's okay. We've just skipped ahead 5 steps. Most people don't come in and admit that right away. They are kicking and screaming. So you're way ahead of that. Oh, wow. You're way okay. We've got 2 steps and then that's it. I mean, you are already more self-aware than you think.
So does it mean that I have a discount?
Yes, of course. Of course.
Really?
Yes, every step comes at an increased price and you skipped 5 steps ahead. So you right now, you've got a 60% discount.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Thank you. Sorry, what's your name?
Oh, my name is Jake
Jake.
O'Flattery Jorgensen.
Please, can you repeat?
Yeah,
Jake?
it's Jake O'Flattery Jorgensen.
O'Flattery Jorgensen.
Yeah, my mom's name was O'Flattery. My dad was Jorgensen. They decided to combine the 2 names, so it's Jake O'Flattery Jorgensen. So O'Flattery Jorgensen is my last name. It's very cumbersome, but it's what my parents named me, and it took me a while to accept that that's the name I should have and not fight and wonder who I was. I embraced that name. I'm Jake O'Flattery Jorgensen. For years, I did not like my name, but once I accepted it, everything became a little bit easier.
So Jake, it seems that we're not so different, you and I, right?
No, I'm listening to your story and I'm like, most of the time I can't relate to what people say. I'm there to do a job, but for you, Mary, I feel I can relate to you. And if you want to go by a different name, if that makes you more comfortable, my suggestion is if you don't want this name, choose the name you want. And it starts today. What name do you want? Do you want the same name?
I would like to be named like Unicornia.
Great. Unicornia. It's in. Okay. Do you have a middle name?
Unicornia, Rapidson.
Okay, good, because we have a unicorn. We have 2 unicornias in our system, but unicornia rapids
Oh,
we don't have.
Unicornia Rapidson. That will be my new name. And you know what? I'm embracing my name right now because I heard your name and I'm like, this is such an exotic name. I want an exotic name because I feel that I should be more exotic. I should be more like risky. I'm not a Mary, and I'm certainly not an Allison.
Unicornia, do you mean this?
Yes.
If you
Yes,
look me in the eye, tell me you mean this.
I mean this.
Then
I mean this.
Then come to the back room. I've got a special back room. This is where we take risk takers.
The gentleman outside is looking.
He can look. He can wait all he wants. My time is with you right now.
Okay.
Here we are. You can have any of these designs or a design you want.
Wait. This can be my new house?
Do you want it exactly like this? Yeah, we can do this today. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Wait, it's too much, right? It's too much for me. I mean, I'm overwhelmed. Oh my God.
It doesn't have to be velvet. It can be any material you want. The color scheme can stay the same. It can change.
No, velvet is perfect. I mean, it's perfect. I will cut the nails of my cat and it will be perfect.
It was in you the whole time, Unicornia.
Jake, it might creep you out, but I will say it because that's how I feel. I feel that it was meant for us to meet. And I feel like you will be one of the most important people in my life. I really feel this way. And I'm not saying that to a lot of people. I actually have never said that before, but I mean, it's like you created a room that it's like the inside of me. It's like now I feel like I'm inside of myself, which is weird. And at the same time, so like relaxing. And I want to cry.
You can cry.
I'm beautiful. My
Yes.
insides are beautiful. Look at this.
It feels weird because you've never embraced it.
How can I repay what you've done for me? Like in this, we've been here like less than 10 minutes and you changed my life.
Well, you've already skipped ahead to the end.
Do you want to, I don't know, have a coffee? I can buy you a coffee.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, espresso. It's built in.
Oh my God. Juice. Oh.
Scene. Oh, Billy, that was so fun.
Thank you. It was fun. I
Oh.
would really like that service. The minute I said it, I'm like, that's a good idea. I need this.
I'm of the belief that if we think it, somebody's done it, or it's, you know, I feel like if you thought this would be a cool thing, I feel like somewhere it's already happened, or there is something like this somewhere.
Yeah, I think there is. There was. I don't know if it still is. A few years ago, an company of some kind in Greece, it opened for the first time, and they would come to your place and organize everything. I mean,
Yeah.
they would, if you wanted, they would move your house, your
Yeah.
apartment, your stuff, and they will fix the whole place. And at that time, I was like, wow, no, I don't want that. It feels like intruding into your personal space and touching all your stuff. But now, like, maybe I kind of need it. It's so hard to organize.
Are you disorganized in general? Are you a disorganized, scattered? Not disorganized, but like, do you like things orderly or not so much?
I'm not sure. It's weird. Yeah, really, I'm not sure. Sometimes I'm like freaking out because this should be here, and why isn't this here? And other times I'm like, I don't care. I always feel that I'm like two, maybe three people at the same time, compressed in my head, and whichever has like a small hole to get out, and be like, no, it's me. Now we'll be organized and OCD rules. And after like a few days, the other one will come and will be, shut up, nothing matters.
And after a few days, it's like, and you're like, I wish I could be more organized. I got a ton of work today. I just don't have the time to organize. And then some days you're like, I do. And like, I don't, in some things I feel like I'm very organized, which is counter to like the improvisational nature at times of living in chaos. Sometimes it's like, no, I need this thing. Like I can't, if I go on a trip, when I come home, I have to unpack right then. I can't just let things sit in a suitcase. Even no matter how tired I am, I have to unpack, put stuff in the laundry, put it away. I can't just like relax. I have to unpack everything after a vacation, which is strange.
Jay, that's really weird. That's not normal.
I know. Oh, I know. I'll be exhausted, and it's like I spent 7 months in Copenhagen, and then I come back and it's like, I should unpack it and get it. It's like, I'm exhausted. I'm completely exhausted, but I'm like, I can't go to sleep until I put things back in their place, which is a strange pattern that I'm in. And I understand it's completely not normal, and it's not doing me any justice right now.
Yeah, it might not be very healthy for you.
No, it's not at all. It's
your stuff there. And at some I don't remember when. Of course I don't remember anything. At some point I returned from a trip, and I left my bag, and I had to leave again in a month and a half.
So you just left it?
You can imagine what happened. I didn't think about leaving my bag to take it with me in a week, in a month and a half. Not at all. I was like, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. But a month and a half passed, and I hadn't unpacked my bag. And I needed to wash my clothes and everything like one day, because I had my clothes in my suitcase for a month and a half.
No.
It was very stressful. This day was very stressful, but I don't regret it. I mean, I had a month and a half of relaxation.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
Well, and we're starting to see now, and maybe it's because I'm getting older, but starting to see like the recharge, the doing nothing, the relaxing is so critical, especially if you're someone who's like self-employed and you're always chasing and worried about work. But like having those moments to be like, even if you got to plan them, I'm not going to do anything, and it's okay. It doesn't mean I'm lazy. It doesn't mean I'm not productive. It doesn't mean I should be doing something else. I just need to enjoy this moment of just rest and recharging. And that's hard. That's hard to do.
Yeah, I have 4 pets in my house, so it's a lot of work. I have 3 cats and a dog. So one of the cats is 18 years old, so she's a granny.
Wow.
And yeah, she's very old. And you can tell now. You can tell. Last year, I couldn't really tell. She was very, healthy and energetic. But now she's starting to, you can see that she's kind of struggling sometimes.
Yeah.
So she gets dirty a lot of times because she can't control her legs a lot. So when she goes to do, her stuff.
Thing.
Yeah, she might sit on everything she does and things like that. So I need to be always alert to clean her, but she feels great. She's not in pain or anything. She's very meowy and stuff.
Meowy.
Meowy, yeah, that's the word I created right now. I don't know another word. So whenever I come back from abroad, I have to check the cats, to clean, and every day I have to clean. I mean, literally every day. So some things are not that important to do right now, because I have so many things to do with the pets. So I'm not that important for me. My stuff are not that important. I'm like, okay, I don't need to unpack my suitcase. I need to take care of the cats and the dog. That's my priority. So that helped me, in a weird way, helped me be more responsible and less responsible at the same time, because I don't do things that I used to do, like not cleaning, but organizing stuff. But I do more important things than that. So I think the balance is kind of okay.
Yeah, it's very okay. And you're focused on other beings. You're like, I'm putting myself out there. I've got to take care of the cats. You know what the priority is.
Yeah.
And you say, this is not unpacking that suitcase, not that important. And like, if that's a life skill people can learn, to be like, really, truly, what is the important stuff? Is it, I got to pack this right now because for some reason I'm going to feel better? It's like, no, it's going to be fine. If I do it tomorrow, it's fine. It doesn't matter. But for some reason, it's that element of, and it's probably just been trained in me, where it's like, you got to do this before anything else. And it's like, then there's always going to be something else to do. And it's always like, I'm going to do this other thing. And now I got to do, your to-do list never ends. And you'll always just find other stuff because you want to just stay active, because you think that's a measure of your worth. At least that's what I'm dealing with right now as I'm talking to like therapists and things like that, where it's like, why do I have to control that part of my life?
Yeah. So what is one thing that is kind of weird that you need to do and you get joy out of it? Like, I don't know, cleaning the bathroom or something.
Oh,
Something very small,
cleaning in general, I dig because it's my chance to kind of meditate and zone out. So like like you said, cleaning the bathroom, I'm like, I really dig that. It's like, I can just be in my element, and it's the not using my brain in, like, I know how to do the tasks, but I can think about other stuff or just relax. I love that. So that, or like emptying the dishwasher for me, or that, like all that stuff, I really like, I dig doing that stuff because it's kind of my time to meditate or think or process during that. So yeah. What about you? What's yours?
I love cleaning the bathroom. I love cleaning the bathroom because I will take a shower right after cleaning the bathroom, and taking a shower in a clean bathroom that I just cleaned, because I do it better than anyone in the world.
Thank you.
That's how I feel. In my bathroom, I'm the one that cleans it better than anyone. It's great to take a bath there.
Do you get upset if somebody were to take a bath or shower in your bathroom after you had cleaned it before you got a chance to? Like, do you want to have the ability to be first in that clean bathtub or shower, or?
Shit, I don't know. It never happened. Nobody ever took a bath at a shower before me. No, I don't know. I will check with my flatmate. I will tell her to take a shower after I clean the bathroom, and I'll see how I feel.
Yeah, it might be for you. It might be like that's part of your process. It's not just the cleaning, but it's like I want to then go into it and I want to use it afterwards. Like that completes it, or maybe not, or maybe it's just like, no,
maybe. Because it makes sense though, because the bathroom is always the last room I will clean.
Yeah.
Because after that, I will right away take a shower.
Yeah.
I love the smell of clean bathroom.
Oh,
but my favorite, my favorite thing to do is watering the plants. Oh, I love it. I love it. What's that sound? Is that me?
It's a ding of some sort.
Yeah.
There is do you think are you a water person? Like, do you just love water in general?
I love I love the sea. I don't swim that much anymore because I get really cold in the sea. I don't have any fat on me, so I get really cold. And during the summer, I mean, to get into the sea, it takes like 10, 15 minutes, and everyone is making fun of me because I do this thing like an old person, that I take water and do this. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't work. I mean, and I'm like, okay, I'm coming. And I'm like yeah, but I love water. I love rain. I mean, rain is, I love it. Relaxes me so much. And the worst, not the worst, the biggest, rain, biggest, what's the word? Biggest?
Biggest. Yeah.
The rain is, the better is for me. I relax so much with the sound of rain. I love it.
It's interesting. Rain. I love the sound of rain. I love that. Like a summer rain's great too. Where I am now in Los Angeles, it rarely rains. And so when it does, like my kids are like, put on the rain, but let's go out. Even if it doesn't stick, they just want to be out in the rain. I think there's a joy, especially as a kid. I think all kids really dig playing in the rain and that sound and like jumping in puddles and stuff. I mean, you can't really beat that.
Yeah. I would like to have more snow here in Athens, because I love snow too. I think it's the closest that we can be to total silence when you live in a city. Yeah. Because the snow absorbs sound. Yeah. So everything is like more flat. The sounds are more flat and more quiet. And it's kind of, it's weird. It's like you're in another dimension or something.
It's true. Like when it's like a snowfall that starts at night and it's like 10, 11 PM and you go outside, it's such a good memory for me, and it's such a good experience because you're right, it dampens all the sound, it absorbs all the sound, and it's things kind of slow down also, so it's like it gives us a chance of a little bit of a pause in those situations, and seeing that in like a street lamp and seeing the snow come down and you can get the light from the street lamp on that snow, and it's like nothing's plowed or anything. It's pretty magical.
Yeah. Well, climate change in Greece, I don't think it will snow ever again. I mean,
Yeah.
it did snow this year in January, February, I don't remember.
Wow.
A lot. I mean, for Athens, a lot.
Right.
Like for 2 days, which was wow, 2 days of snow.
Crazy.
Oh, my dog was so happy. I've never seen her that happy because she's a mountain dog.
Oh,
She's born to love snow.
yeah.
She's a Greek shepherd, so she is to live in the mountains. She got insane.
That's her jam. That's her jam. The snow. It's like, and watching a dog run in snow and snow on a dog's fur, and they shake their head and they eat it. And it's just, you throw snow. I used to throw snowballs to my dog and she'd eat it like it's a bone. I mean, they just love that. And if it's a young dog, having that cold on their gums really makes them feel better too, because they're teething a lot.
Yeah.
You know what?
Oh, nothing. That she's a part husky too. So, I mean, it's such a shame that she was born in Greece. I mean, that's so unlucky. I mean,
you're a mountain dog,
and she was born in Athens.
No,
in freaking Athens. I mean, not even. I don't know, in
not even a country,
mountain or somewhere. Yeah, countryside. No.
How did you get into improv? How'd you get started?
I was in drama school. So when I graduated from drama school, it was dramatic for me. I didn't like it at all because I felt lost. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I felt that I didn't learn anything. My confidence was zero.
Wow.
And I wanted to learn more stuff, but everything was extremely expensive. All the theatrical workshops were very expensive. I was unemployed, and I just found I became a waitress to a cafe, and it was during the summer, and I got an email from a friend of mine, and he was like, oh, an acquaintance of mine has a free class of these things that you do with theater and stuff. He was mocking me all the time about my theatrical needs and what I wanted to do. And he's like, well, it's a free class, so if you want, he's a person that I know, so if you want to support, you can just go. I was like, yeah, I have nothing to do, so I will go. It didn't mention that it was improv. I already knew what improv was, but I kind of quitted thinking about it because I knew there was nothing like that in Greece.
Yeah.
So I went there, and after 5 minutes, I realized that it was improv. And I'm like, okay, that's it. That's what I want to do.
Wow.
So I stayed there after like 4 months, 5 months. I started, what's the word? Started my training for becoming a trainer.
Where was this that you took these?
In Athens, at Improv.
Yeah.
It was the first class in Athens. The weird thing is that exactly at the same time, the same year, the same months, another person in Greece started teaching improv at the other side of Greece, but they didn't know each other. It was like the two people that discovered the telephone at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, not exactly. I mean, it wasn't a discovery or anything. but you know what I mean. It was
I'm
kind of,
with you. Yeah. It was just like discovering the telephone. It was a situation of this really big thing and two people at the same time saying, I want to do, I mean, that's more than a coincidence.
so that was it. I stopped trying to become a scripted theater actress.
Wow.
Well, I think I had already decided that I won't do it,
Yeah.
the scripted theater thing, because it was too hard for my mental health.
Yeah.
I guess generally in the world, especially some 1 or 2 decades ago, it was really hard because you would be judged for everything
Yeah.
except your talent or your abilities.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
like the first time I went to an audition, they looked at me. Of course, they were all men, and
Yes.
they were looking at me like that, and they were like, okay, why should we get you and not somebody else?
Oh God.
I was a young girl still
Oh,
in drama school,
oh God.
and I
No.
got so angry with them
Yeah.
because I'm like, if you are asking me, you don't know your job.
That's it. They don't know. They don't know what they're looking for. They want to establish a power dynamic.
Exactly, yeah.
They don't know. They
So,
have
yeah.
no fucking clue.
And then I met the improv community, the universal improv community, because there was no improv community in Greece.
Yeah.
And I was, okay, that's it. Yeah,
You're like, I found
this is what I want to do. I want to talk with people and perform with people and get taught and teach people that we like each other.
right.
And we respect each other.
I mean, I think that the whole idea of, especially in acting, of like you have to not like each other. There has to be some sort of drama to make good art and all that stuff. I think it's going. I think it's past. I really do. I don't think people see it the same way anymore. I think a lot of times dudes would just continue on the trauma and abuse they got because they didn't know there was a different way. It's like, how can you be angry and like, for me, and maybe that's why I improvise. It's like, I don't understand how you make better art and work when you're with someone and you're appreciating what they bring and you look to make them look good. Like, it just leads to a better place than if you're having this conflict and anger the whole time.
Yeah, well, I think that art in general, for a long time, it has been, I don't remember the word, like the same thing with torture.
Yeah.
You should be a tortured person in order
Suffering
to be
artist. I'm a suffering artist.
Yeah. And in Greece now, during the quarantine, during the pandemic, a lot of women, mostly women, talked about abuse and rape from very, very famous Greek actors. And now they're in jail. And the whole system just broke down.
Wow.
Because one of the biggest directors of the National Theater of Greece was a child abuser. And he was involved in politics, in the family of the government right now, the government that we have right now. It was the government's personal choice for becoming the president of the National Theater of Greece.
Unbelievable.
So, of course, they knew what was going on.
Of course.
It's a huge network of trafficking and child abuse, which now it's kind of opening up to the world, and we started to know stuff. Of course, we won't know the things that we should.
Yeah.
But he's in jail. And one of the most favorite actors in Greece is in jail now for 2 attempts of rape and 1 rape. And it's a big relief. At one side, it's a big relief, but on the other side, it's like, what's going on? Why are so many fucked up people in this art form? Why?
Yeah.
And the answer is because they could.
Yeah.
I think that they could do whatever they want. They had the doors were open for them to do whatever they wanted in very vulnerable people, on very vulnerable people.
Yeah.
People that just wanted to express themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very easy for them. And he said yesterday, he said, I never, they asked him, how are you feeling? And he said, I never imagined that I would be in jail. And this answer just broke something inside me, because it's like he was so sure that he would get away with it. He was so sure that raping women is okay for him, that it didn't even cross his mind that he could be in jail. It's so fucked up.
How fucked up is that you're, like you said, you're not even thinking that's a bad thing. You have no self-awareness. And that is the person, these are people we know about. There are people that we will never know about. And there's a network too. That doesn't happen on its own. Like you said, there have to be people who are the gatekeepers who go, yep, we do this. And then we laud these tortured artists as like, well, I can't separate the art from the person and they make great art. It's like, no, we should start lumping it together and don't let these abusers have a stage anymore. Like, give it to people who aren't. It's not hard. Don't let those people have a stage to do their thing.
Yeah, I feel the youngest generations, I would say that maybe my generation or the one after me are the first that really started to change the way they see the world.
Yeah.
And their expectations of the world.
Yeah.
And they kind of start to try to educate the less educated audience about what we want to do. Yeah. And this respect that we should have for older people just because they're old, it's starting to fade away.
Yes.
And it's people, more and more young people say that, no, I don't respect you just because you exist. You need to earn my respect.
Yes.
I want to respect you as an artist if you're an asshole.
Right.
But my issue is that we shouldn't have this dilemma of choosing between an artist and a person. These really fucked up people shouldn't have the opportunity to become so famous. Because then it's our responsibility. And again, the responsibility is on people that shouldn't have this responsibility.
Yes. We
have so many responsibilities. Life is so hard. And we always have to choose more stuff and be right. What's the word? Righteous. Yeah. And choose the right thing and support the right people. And why didn't you know that? How the fuck could I know everything? I mean, there are millions of people in the world. I don't know what they do.
It's not my responsibility to know your secrets and how shit you are. It's you to change and to realize, man, what I'm doing is bad. What I'm doing, this is not appropriate. Even if somebody did this to me, even if this is how it's always been, it doesn't mean this is what has to continue.
Yeah. Yes. And the pandemic fucked us up really good. So everything is even harder, even weirder. And people are like, I think people are actually not giving a lot of fucks anymore for something. Yeah. And they give a lot of fucks for other things that they didn't before. Yeah. It's like everything was like tilted. The whole world was like,
yeah, it flipped. Yeah. And you look at our world of improv and it's like, man, a lot of those gatekeepers and a lot of those toxic theaters are gone. Like this pandemic has shut the doors, which is like, it did something that we didn't have the strength to do before, or we didn't think we had the power to do before, which we always do. But it's always like, well, the owners have the power. It's like, no, we have the power as the people who are there in that business, we have the power to help it grow or not grow. And I think that pandemic has been like, well, we're going to reset a lot of stuff. Now, my fear, and I can't focus on it too much, but my fear is, shit, are those motherfuckers going to come up later and under different faces and maintain that same level of, you're vulnerable, come in, and now I'm going to exploit you and take advantage of you. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope that people are feeling the power to not just themselves speak up, but me and a group with you say, hey, I'm going to speak up for you or on your behalf because I see it happening, and no longer are we not going to say anything for fear of not getting stage time or not getting time in a venue or what have you. Hopefully.
Yeah, I don't mind assholes. I mean, they have a place in the world because we need them. We need them. Society needs them for so many reasons. Some of them, if I say some of them, people will be like, what the fuck? She's so mean. But I really believe in the animalistic part of human, of
who you are.
So, yeah. But one of the reasons I really I need assholes to be around is because we can spot the differences. So you have this
like a hierarchy
of assholeness.
Yeah. Different levels. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like, what level are you talking about, right? And when you say asshole, it covers so much too. Like,
but it's so nice when you spot a total asshole, a person that shouldn't be involved in improv. Oh, what's the name? Oh my God, I still have a name from another show. Martha Hadzianaki. I don't know why. I changed it like a million times. Anyway, when a person like that will try to get into theater again, into improv or wherever, I'm hoping that people now will be very easily alerted and be like, whoa.
I think so.
That's not a good sign. On one hand, I find it kind of dangerous because now, well, dangerous for a short time because we are too alert now.
Yeah.
So we can misjudge people easily and we're ready to fight. So it's kind of weird, but it's really necessary. I mean, I'm fine with it. I'm like that.
Yeah.
But I'm ready to apologize if I'm overreacting stuff. And sometimes I am, but on the other hand, I'm like, no, fuck you. I will overreact. I was oppressed for 38 years. You motherfuckers.
And it's like
the Hulk, like, Grah!
Yeah, and sometimes it's like, oh, you're actually reacting appropriately, but you've been told it's inappropriate because you haven't established boundaries before. So it's like, no, this is an appropriate reaction. It's not an inappropriate, motherfucker. Stop saying that word. Where can people, because you also are a great teacher and performer, like if people want to follow you, connect with you, see what you're doing on social media, what's the best way they can get a hold of you?
Well, they can find me on Facebook, of
Marta.
course.
What's the best way, Marta?
I don't know why it does that. I mean, it likes the name so much because I change it every single time.
Zoom.
And
it's Zoom.
Zoom is mocking me. Billy Kissa is my actual name, not Marta Hadzianaki. They can find me on my website. I have a website, and it's the first time I say it. I'm very how can I say it? I don't like having a website.
Nobody does, Billy. No artists like promoting themselves.
It's weird to have a website. It's like it's me and me and me and me and me.
We hate it. We hate it. Yes.
Oh, yeah, but I have one, which is billykissa.com. Yeah, and I'll be now in Samothraki. It's a great island, a very small and amazing island in Greece, in which we'll have an improv retreat, which is organized from the team of House of Improv, which is the school in Athens that I work with.
Yep.
And yeah, I think the website and Facebook is the best way. Yeah.
Well,
right?
yeah.
Or in person, just call me.
Like just not on the phone, just call out, Billy.
Oh yeah, or knock on my door. I'll be, yeah, what? I need classes. Oh, fuck.
Well, what a blast. And I thank you for your time so much. And whether it's in person or virtual, I can't wait to play with you again. Thanks, Billy.
Thank you. Yes, me too. Thank you so much. Have fun.
Bye.
And in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Bye.